Sulaiman. Jadi yuk kita. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Para pemirsa AMTV yang sama-sama dirahmati oleh Allah Subhanahu wa taala. Kali ini berjumpa kembali dengan saya sendiri Mr. Indra yang akan mengajarkan terkait dengan baca tulis huruf Al-Qur'an. Jadi insya Allah kita akan ditemani dengan anak-anak kembali, yaitu anak-anak dari kelas Sulaiman. Jadi yuk kita simak pembelajaran kita hari ini. Belajar Iqra, insya Allah pintar Al-Qur'annya. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin, salatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajmain, amma ba'd. Para pemirsa AMTV yang sedang berada di rumah dan anak-anak yang sedang menyaksikan acara kita kali ini. Jadi sebelum kita memulai pembelajaran hari ini, kita akan menyapa sedikit terkait dengan anak-anak yang hadir di studio atau yang hadir di depan kita masing-masing. Baik, kita sedang belajar nanti di kelas Ananda kelas Sulaiman. Hai anak-anak kelas Sulaiman. Oke, hai ya. Sudah siap memulai pembelajaran hari ini? Siap. Siap. Masih semangat? Masih. Iya. Jadi semangat siang harus sama dengan semangat pagi ya. Karena kita di sini mau belajar terkait dengan baca tulis huruf Al-Qur'an yang ada di Iqra 1, terutama di dalam pembelajaran huruf-huruf Hijaiyyah. Oke. Sebelumnya Mister tanya siapa yang sudah ada di Iqra 1 atau yang sudah di Iqra 2 ada? Siapa? Iya ada, katanya ada Kinan ya. Oke, dan Iin mungkin sudah tadarus ya, Masya Allah. Dan juz 3 sudah juz 3 ya kawan-kawan dan teman-teman. Iya, kalau Kianara sudah Iqra berapa? Iqra iya, Iqra 4 katanya ya, Al-Masyal. Ya? Oh iya, oke baik teman-teman. Jadi sebentar kita akan mempelajari terkait dengan makhrajatul huruf, yaitu cara pengucapan huruf-huruf Hijaiyyah. Jadi biar anak-anak sudah tadarus atau sudah lewat Iqra 1, 2 dan 3, kita harus tetap memperhatikan pembelajaran makhraj huruf ya, atau tempat keluarnya huruf. Oke, baik. Teman-teman sekalian, sebelum kita memulai pembelajaran, sebelumnya kita harus membaca doa dulu ya. Oke, ayo semua. Nah, sudah siap semua? Sudah. Oke, ayo kita sebelumnya membaca Al-Fatihah dulu ya. Ayo, tangan disedekapkan. Kita akan membaca surah Al-Fatihah. Ayo. Membaca surah Al-Fatihah dimulai. A'udzu billahi minasy syaithanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin, ar-rahmanir rahim, maliki yaumiddin, iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in, ihdinas siratal mustaqim, siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin. Oke, baik. Ayo tangannya ditengadahkan. Kita akan membaca doa kelancaran berbicara agar pembelajaran kita hari ini berjalan dengan baik. Doa kelancaran berbicara dimulai. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Ya Allah, lapangkanlah untukku dadaku dan mudahkanlah untukku urusanku, serta lepaskanlah kekakuan lidahku, supaya mereka mengerti perkataanku. Baik, ayo kita baca doa sebelum belajar. Dimulai. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi zidni ilman warzuqni fahman. Ya Allah, tambahilah ilmuku dan pertinggilah kecerdasanku. Amin. Ya Allah, kabulkanlah permohonanku. Oke, baik, alhamdulillah kita sudah berdoa secara bersama ya. Semoga aktivitas kali ini berjalan dengan baik. Ayo duduk siapnya. Iya. Baik, alhamdulillah. Sebelum Mister mulai pembelajaran, Mister mau bertanya, bagaimana kabarnya hari ini? Alhamdulillah, luar biasa. Allahu Akbar. Masya Allah, berhubung sudah siap, Mister mau tanya, siapa tadi pagi sudah mandi sebelum ke sini? Iya, coba ya. Ketika Mister tanya dibilang saya ya. Oke, coba diulang. Siapa yang sudah mandi pagi? Iya. Siapa yang mandi pakai air bersih? Saya. Siapa yang mandi pakai air kopi? Oh, kok kopi ya? Coba diulang, nggak ada. Jadi harus pakai air bersih. Coba. Siapa yang mandi di kamar mandi? Siapa yang mandi di kamar tidur? Nggak ada ya, karena kita mandi di kamar mandi. Oke, jadi masih fokus semua ya, meski masih siang kita harus fokus. Ayo konsentrasi, siap dimulai. Baik, oke, kita mulai ya. Kita baca dulu basmalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Oke, Mister berdiri ya. Coba perhatikan semua. Mister mau berdiri menjelaskan bacaan huruf-huruf hijaiyahnya. Iya, coba diperhatikan. Ini di atas adalah huruf-huruf hijaiyah. Betul sekali. Coba di kelas Mister kan sudah perkenalkan kan huruf-huruf hijaiyah. Ada yang masih ingat berapa jumlah hurufnya? Ayo ingat. Berapa jumlah hurufnya yang ada di atas? Iya, Mister ingatkan ya. Jumlah huruf hijaiyah keseluruhan ada 30. Oke, baik, banyak ya. Iya, banyak sekali huruf-huruf hijaiyahnya. Iya, ayo. Mister mau nyanyikan huruf hijaiyah sebelum kita dengarkan penjelasan masing-masing hurufnya. Sudah siap? Siap. Oke, jadi Mister dulu yang nyanyikan. Nanti anak-anak Mister nyanyikan juga ya, bisa? Bisa. Jadi didengarkan dulu lagunya biar anak-anak tahu melakukan huruf-huruf hijaiyah. Ayo perhatikan, ada iin, kinan, dan keinarah. Ayo kita nyanyikan. Ini lagunya sama seperti ketika Mister perlihatkan dalam kelas ya, diingat ya. Oke, baik. A, bata, sa, ja, ha, ho, da, za, ro, za, sa, sha, so, do, to, zo, a, go, fa, ko, ka, la, ma, na, wa, ha, a, ya. Oke, iya, nantilah Mister jelaskan kembali ya, karena Mister belum kasih harakat ya. Karena ketika huruf belum dikasih harakat namanya huruf asli. Jadi ini adalah lam alif ya. Iya, oke. Nah, ayo sudah ada yang bisa? Coba sama-sama ya, kita nyanyikan. Iya. Iya, Mister mulai dulu, ayo. Abata. Bata, saja, ha, ho, da, za, ro, za, sa, sha, so, do, to, zo, a, go, fa, ko, ka, la, ma, na, wa, ha, a, ya. Oke, luar biasa. Sekali lagi ya, sebelum kita masuk dalam satu persatunya. Baik, ayo. Abata. Bata, saja, ha, ho, da, za, ro, za, sa, sha, so, do, to, zo, a, go, fa, ko, ka, la, ma, na, wa, ha, a, ya. Oke, baik, alhamdulillah. Nah, oke, ayo perhatian ya. Ayo. Kita mau jelaskan satu persatu hurufnya. Nah, iya. Ini masing-masing huruf punya cerita. Sudah dengarkan? Sudah dengar cerita masing-masing huruf hijaiyah? Sudah. Gimana coba ketika sudah, Iin? Iya. Oke. Itu adalah lagunya ya. Tapi ini Mister mau ceritakan satu persatu, mulai dari huruf A sampai huruf-huruf berikutnya. Mau didengarkan? Oke, baik. Jadi silakan fokus kembali. Iya, coba kita mulai dari huruf A. Iya, ini ketika tidak ada harokatnya dibaca A, alif. Betul sekali. Iya. Jadi ketika dikasih harokat di atas dibaca iya, ini A-nya A biasa ya. Oke. Nah, selanjutnya ada huruf apa setelah A? Iin? Ba. Kinan setelah A? Ini. Ba. Coba Kainara. Setelah A ada huruf ba. Iya. Ini huruf ba seperti dengan berbentuk mangkok ya. Iya, bahannya seperti mangkok. Terus di bawahnya ada satu butir bakso. Iya, siapa yang pernah makan bakso? Masya Allah, pernah makan bakso ya. Jadi ini huruf ba seperti dengan mangkok. Terus ada di bawahnya bakso, jadi dibaca ba. Oke. Terus ada ta. Iya, ta seperti piring ya. Oke, jadi ta ini dibaca ta karena ada dua titik di atasnya yang kita namakan bisa tahu ya. Jadi ini dibaca ta. Iya, coba diulang. A, ba, ta. Oke, baik. Nah, oke, baik. Berhubung kita di bahasa waktu, kita tinggal nyanyikan lagi nanti ya sebentar supaya kita maksimalkan waktu yang ada. Nah, ini ada 30 huruf hijaiyah dan di bawahnya ada huruf atau ada angka Arab. Iya. Coba biasa dilihat angka Arabnya. Biasa. Ini coba Kinan, huruf Arabnya biasa dilihat di ikroknya. Iya, jadi biasa itu Mister tanya, Kinan sudah halaman berapa, Iin sudah halaman berapa, dan Kinara halaman berapa. Jadi di sini ada angka Arab. Jadi iya. Nah, coba dilihat ini nomor berapa? 1. Ini 2. Terus ini 3. Ini 4. Ini 5. Ini 6. Ini 7. 8. Oke, 10. Itu adalah bahasa Indonesianya toh. Jadi ini ada masing-masing bahasa Arabnya. Iya. Ini berhubung sampai 10. Mister mau ajarkan Pak dulu ya. Nanti segmen berikut kita ajarkan kembali. Coba ingat ya. Jadi ketika Mister ucap ini bahasa Arabnya wahidun, dijawab 1. Iya. Coba diulang. Wahidun. 1. Oke. Isnani. 2. Ayo tanya jawab ini diulang. Wahidun. 1. Isnani. 2. Salasah. 3. Arba'ah. 4. Oke, ingat ya. Jadi sebentar kita tanya jawab. Diulang lagi biar diingat. Wahidun. 1. Isnani. 2. Salasatun. 3. Arba'atun. 4. Oke, iya. Ini kita nyanyikan ya. 4 dulu. Kita nyanyikan coba. Namun Mister mau tambahkan nyanyiannya. Didengarkan ya. Wahidun 1. Isnani 2. Salasatun 3. Arba'atun 4. Penciptaku Allah, nabiku Muhammad, agamaku Islam, kitabku Al-Quran. Nah, begitu ya. Iya, coba lebih semangat lagi, ayo. Mana suaranya? Ayo diulang kembali. Pak Kinara kayaknya harus dikasih semangat. Ayo teman-teman, kita kasih semangat. Semangat. Iya, oke. Kita ulang sekali lagi. Oke, coba. Wahidun 1. Isnani 2. Salasatun 3. Arba'atun 4. Penciptaku Allah, nabiku Muhammad, agamaku Islam, kitabku Al-Quran. Masya Allah. Ayo terakhir kita ulang lagi biar ketika pulang di rumahnya ada lagu ditahu terkait dengan angka Arab. Ayo sekali lagi ya, bisa? Bisa. Oke, ayo bersama sama Mister. Wahidun 1. Isnani 2. Salasatun 3. Arba'atun 4. Penciptaku Allah, nabiku Muhammad, agamaku Islam, kitabku Masya Allah, luar biasa. Ayo tepuk tangan dulu untuk semua. Iya, tepuk tangan, semangat. Baik, ayo terakhir ya, kita ulang sekali lagi. Ayo, masih semangat. Ayo, ada Kinan, Iin dan Kinar. Ayo, semangat. Wahidun 1. Isnani 2. Salasatun 3. Arba'atun 4. Penciptaku Allah, nabiku agamaku Islam, kitabku Al-Quran. Alhamdulillah, baik, Masya Allah. Anak-anak kelas Sulaiman sudah mengetahui tadi bacaan huruf hijaiyah dan angka Arabnya. Jadi teman-teman di rumah silahkan belajar juga ya. Nanti boleh disimak dan disaksikan videonya. Oke, baik, Alhamdulillah. Kita selesai ya. Mari kita baca Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Oke, baik. Ayo kita duduk kembali ya. Sebelum kita menutup kelas, kita harusnya membaca doa kembali. Ayo. Ayo. Mana tertibnya? Ini tertibku. Oke, mana siapnya? Ini siapku. Ayo semuanya. Tangan disedekapkan. Iya, oke, kita mau memohon petunjuk agar ketika kita keluar ruangan diberikan kemudahan dan kelancaran kembali ke rumah masing-masing. serta penutup kegiatannya. Ayo Iin, doa memohon petunjuk dimulai. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma arinal warzuqna ba'a arinal batila warzuqna ijtinaba. Ya Allah, tunjukkanlah kepada kami yang hak itu adalah hak, dan karuniakanlah kepada kami kekuatan untuk mengikutinya, dan tunjukkanlah kepada kami yang batil itu adalah batil, dan karuniakanlah kepada kami kekuatan untuk menjauhinya. Oke, baik, ayat terakhir kita baca dua penutup kegiatan. Dimulai. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Maha suci Engkau ya Allah, dan segala puji bagimu. Aku bersaksi bahwa tiada Tuhan yang berhak disembah kecuali Engkau. Aku memohon ampun dan bertaubat kepadamu. Amin ya Allah, kabulkanlah permohonanku. Oke, alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Ayo sapa pemirsa, sampai jumpa kembali. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Halo ayah, bunda, dan anak soleh dan soleha. Kembali lagi dalam program KB-TKI Islam Al-Azhar 34 Makassar. Kali ini ayah, bunda, anak soleh dan soleha akan ditemani oleh Miss Ayu dan juga kelas B2 Sulaiman. Nah, kegiatan kita kali ini adalah kegiatan bercerita. Wah, pasti pemirsa di rumah penasaran kan dengan ceritanya? Nah, kalau begitu selamat menyaksikan. Kelas Sulaiman. Iya. Ulangi lagi, belum semangat kelas Sulaiman. Iya. Wah, semangat sekali. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Wah, hari ini tahu tidak, Miss Ayu akan bercerita tentang singa. Bagaimana suaranya singa? Wah, singa baik atau tidak ya? Tapi di sini singanya baik. Kita lihat ya.
Tapi bukannya tadi.
Iya. Oke, tapi sebelum Miss Ayu bercerita, kita membaca doa dulu. Oke, tangannya disedekapkan. Membaca surah Al-Fatihah dimulai. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Ar-Rahmanirrahim. Maliki yaumiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka siratal mustaqim siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Nah, sekarang kita akan membaca doa. Tangan berdoanya bagaimana? Membaca doa, kelancaran berbicara dimulai. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbis shrahli wa yassirli amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qauli. Ya Tuhanku, lapangkanlah untukku dadaku dan mudahkanlah untukku urusanku, serta lepaskanlah kekakuan lidahku, supaya mereka mengerti perkataanku. Selanjutnya, berdoa sebelum belajar dimulai. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi zidni ilma warzuqni fahman. Ya Allah, tambahilah dan pertinggilah kecerdasanku. Amin ya Allah, kabulkanlah permohonanku. Alhamdulillah. Sekarang waktunya kita bercerita. Tapi sebelum Miss Ayu bercerita ada lagi loh. Satu, kita membaca basmalah. Abata. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Baiklah, hari ini Miss Ayu akan bercerita tentang singa si pemberani. Bagaimana ceritanya si singa pemberani ini ya? Kira-kira?
Berani dengan dibunuh.
Hah? Berani? Tidak ya dia?
Berani dibunuh, Miss Ayu.
Oh ya? Lihat, Milo si singa. Jadi singa ini namanya siapa? Milo. Nah, Milo si singa sangat berani. Milo berani melakukan apa saja. Wah, Milo ternyata pemberani anak-anak. Lihat, Milo tak takut gelap. Dia dulu pernah menyelamatkan Lulu si kelinci di dalam sebuah gua yang gelap. Dia tidak takut. Nah, dia juga si Milo juga tidak takut dengan binatang yang besar. Seperti siapa ini? Gajah. Ketika Milo membuka mulutnya, mereka akan melihat gigi-giginya Milo yang tajam. Dan Milo akan mengaum. Bagaimana suara auman Milo? Wah. Dan itu akan membuat hewan-hewan di hutan berlari ketakutan. Jadi Milo tak takut sama siapapun. Milo juga tidak takut sama kegelapan. Wah, dia sangat pemberani ya. Iya, Milo juga baik. Nah, Milo paling berani di antara semua hewan di hutan.
Ada domba, jerapah.
Iya, ada domba, jerapah, kelinci. Nah, mereka pun memanggil si Milo ini Milo si pemberani, karena dia sangat berani. Dia tidak takut. Iya, dia tidak takut oleh apapun. Nah, suatu hari ada temannya Milo yang mendatanginya. dia menantang si Milo. Milo, jika kamu pemberani, beranikah kamu menyanyi di depan teman-teman yang lain? Wah, Milo langsung berkata, iya, aku berani, aku pasti berani. Nah, Milo menerima tantangan temannya. Iya. Nah, tapi Milo merasa ragu. Kenapa ya dia ragu? Karena dia tidak pernah menyanyi. Yang dilakukan oleh Milo adalah selalu mengaum. Dia tidak pernah menyanyi dan dia takut. Iya, dia takut. Iya. Jadi
sama cicak sama langit.
iya, jadi Milonya ini agak sedikit ketakutan karena dia takut kalau nanti teman-temannya mendengar suaranya, wah suaranya Milo jelek. Jadi nanti teman-temannya mengejek dia. Tapi Milo pun memberanikan diri untuk datang ke panggung tersebut, ke pesta tersebut. Nah, kata temannya Milo yang tadi menantang Milo, dia berkata, siapa yang mendapatkan tepuk tangan paling banyak, dia adalah pemenangnya. Bagaimana Milo? Kamu berani? Kata temannya. Tapi Milo tetap berkata, aku berani, aku berani. Kata si Milo. Iya. Nah, saat ia berjalan naik menuju panggung, tubuh Milo bergetar. Dia ketakutan. Ia memandang penonton. Ternyata semua mata tertuju pada Milo. Lalu Milo pun membuka mulutnya. Tapi tak ada sedikit pun suara yang keluar. Karena dia ketakutan. Kata Milo dalam hati, aku bisa mengaum untuk menakuti hewan lain, tapi aku terlalu takut untuk bernyanyi. Kata si Milo di dalam hatinya. Milo tak pernah merasa setakut ini. Seumur hidupnya, dia tidak pernah merasa takut. Rasanya ingin lari saja dari panggung ini karena dia takut. Lalu teman-teman Milo pun berdiri dan memberinya semangat. Milo, Milo, kamu pasti bisa, kata teman-temannya yang lain yang menonton Milo. Aduh, gimana ya? Teman-temanku yakin kalau aku bisa menyanyi. Mungkin aku memang bisa, kata si Milo dalam hati. Dia pun mengambil nafas dalam-dalam dan mulai mencoba bernyanyi. Tahu apa yang terjadi? Wah, ternyata kali ini suara merdu keluar dari mulutnya Milo. Dia benar-benar bernyanyi. Dia ternyata baru tahu kalau ternyata suaranya ini merdu sekali. Suasana menjadi meriah, para penonton semakin riuh bertepuk tangan. Dan tahu, akhirnya Milo lah yang menjadi pemenangnya karena semua hewan yang menontonnya bertepuk tangan untuk Milo. Sekarang Milo tidak takut bernyanyi lagi. Akulah yang paling berani.
Tadinya takut.
Iya, tadinya takut, sekarang berani. Nah, di ceritanya Miss Ayu ada pesan moralnya loh. Nah, semua pemberani awalnya belajar cara mengatasi ketakutannya.
Gelap.
Wah, hebat. Wah, hebat juga. Oh, iya dong. Kalau kita berdoa kepada Allah, tidak ada yang bisa mengganggu kita. Karena siapa yang melindungi kita?
Allah.
Allah, hebat. Nah, bagaimana ceritanya Miss Ayu
Juga
tadi?
nggak takut hewan.
Bagus.
Juga nggak
Iya.
takut hewan.
Nah, karena anak-anak sudah mendengarkan cerita dari Miss Ayu, nah berarti kegiatan kita hari ini sudah selesai. Kita akan berjumpa di kegiatan selanjutnya dengan cerita yang lebih bagus lagi. Iya, oke. Nah, sebelum kita pulang, sebelum Miss Ayu pamit, kita mau membaca doa dulu. Nah, ayo tangannya disedekapkan. Membaca surah Al-Azhar dimulai. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wal-'ashr innal insana lafi khusr illal ladzina amanu wa amilus sholihati wa tawassaw bil haqqi wa tawassaw bis sabr. Nah, selanjutnya kita mau baca doa lagi. Tangan berdoanya bagaimana? Coba Kinan tangan berdoanya bagaimana? Masya Allah. Nah, selanjutnya berdoa memohon petunjuk dimulai. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma arinal haqqa haqqa warzuqna ittiba'ah wa arinal batila batila warzuqna ijtinabah. Ya Allah, tunjukkanlah kepada kami yang hak itu adalah hak, dan karuniakanlah kepada kami kekuatan untuk mengikutinya, serta tunjukkanlah kepada kami yang batil itu adalah batil, dan karuniakanlah kepada kami kekuatan untuk menjauhinya. Nah, selanjutnya berdoa penutup kegiatan dimulai. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Maha suci Engkau ya Allah, dan segala puji bagimu. Aku bersaksi bahwa tiada Tuhan yang berhak disembah kecuali Engkau. Aku memohon ampun dan bertaubat kepadamu. Amin ya Allah, kabulkanlah permohonanku. Alhamdulillah. Nah, sekarang jawab salamnya Miss Ayu. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Miss Ayu.
Sama-sama kelas Sulaiman. Bye-bye. Alhamdulillah, akhirnya kegiatan kita sudah selesai. Nah, bagaimana? Bagus tidak cerita dari Miss Ayu? Bagus kan? Nah, kalau begitu, sampai jumpa di kegiatan selanjutnya. Bye-bye, Miss Ayu pamit. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, hi, viewer and audience, wherever you are. How are you today? Well, I'm so happy to see you in our fabulous program, Al-Azhar Makassar TV program. Of course, today in English Language Corner. Alright, like usual, I'm Isra Masita as your host. Today, we'll bring a guest, a fellow teachers that, of course, this is Miss Neno.
Hi.
Yay, Miss Neno and Mr. Ansar.
Hi, Mrs. Ra. Nice to meet
They
you.
are the famous teacher and English teacher in Al-Azhar. Am I right?
Yes,
Yes,
100%.
Okay.
Yes, we are so famous.
We hope so.
All right then. Okay, Miss Neno, how are you and how do you do now?
Alhamdulillah, I'm so great and I'm so powerful.
All right, Mr. Ansar.
Okay, I'm fantastic to
Okay.
meet here again to say hi the viewer. Welcome again to our program.
All right. Then, before we enter the topic today, Miss Neno and Mr. Ansar, I will give you the time to introduce yourself. Maybe all the viewer in home wanna know about you. Yes, we begin from ladies first, Miss Neno.
Yes, ladies first.
Am I lady?
Yeah.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, viewer and audience, wherever you are. My name is Neno. You can call me Miss Neno, of course. I'm an English teacher, especially in 3rd grade. Yes, that's all, Mrs. Ra.
Okay. In elementary.
Yes, in elementary school.
Alright.
In elementary school.
Thank you, Miss Neno.
Yes.
Nice from you. And Mr. Ansar, what about
Okay,
you?
thank you, Mrs. Ra. The first, I'm very pleased to come here because I'm the only one man here, the handsome
Yeah.
one.
Handsome.
The handsome one, and I am a teacher in senior high school of SMA Islam Belajar 12 Makassar. I'm teaching in the 1st grade, and before I'm joined in Al-Azhar, I used to be a teacher in kindergarten, and then continue to be a teacher in elementary school. But before joining to Al-Azhar, I used to be a teacher in junior high school outside Al-Azhar. And now I have been 10 years teaching in Al-Azhar right now, until now.
Wow, what a long period.
Thank you. So do you.
Yeah, so am I. And would you tell me, before we enter the topic, tell me about your a little bit experience, especially from Miss Neno. How did you spend your time as a teacher in elementary school?
Okay. I came to Al-Azhar in 2010, and at that time I became an English teacher for 1st and 2nd grade, and on the next year after that I became a home teacher
Teacher.
Wow,
teacher.
home teacher.
For some years, and then after that, after years later, I forgot in what year, but I come back to be English teacher only. But 2 years, 2 or 3 years, I come back again to be a home teacher and of course English teacher. So I got two job descriptions:
Become
home teacher and
Oh, what a
English
nice
teacher.
English
what,
teacher.
what interesting experience.
Interesting and challenging.
Yeah,
Mhm,
right.
yeah.
So it's make me a question for home teacher and private teacher. Is it different or just the same?
Different. Home teacher
Oh,
means
you say so. Why?
home teacher means wali kelas.
Yeah,
Mm.
class teacher.
Oh, I see.
That's the
Yeah,
same.
and then
But
I
private
became.
teacher.
I mean, you don't have any
Sorry? Oh.
English community in and outside.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Of course, I'm also an English teacher.
Yes.
Private
Yes.
private English teacher outside. I'm an I'm on to in a speaking class.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Speaking class for kids.
Yeah, it helps the children much about how
Inshallah, yes.
sure.
Yeah. So far, I actually I became a private teacher when I was in college. Yes, when I was in college, 2008 until now.
Wow. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's about five more.
Yeah, 2008 until
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
It's more than 10 years.
All right then. What about you, Mr. Ansar?
So what
Do you
can
have
I do?
any kind of experience, maybe from kindergarten until
Yes, of course,
senior
yeah.
high
Because
school?
it's I have a different experience, yeah, with Miss Neno. Because I have already taught in different class and different background education. And for example, when you are teaching in the kindergarten, yeah, it means that you are different from others because you have to make your students enjoy with your how do you teach in the class, yeah. Maybe you need more become a singer maybe in your kindergarten, become a parent for them,
Dancer,
dancer
singer.
sometimes, because sometimes I have to create the sing
A song.
a song when we want to explain one topic. So if you want to explain one topic in the class, like for example, yeah, you want to explain Shahadatain in your class. Of course, you to make your students understand your kid, yeah, your children, that you have to give a song to make them they understand what is the topic today.
Oh,
That's different.
I want to hear an example one. Do you want to?
No,
Yeah. Can you
Example one.
can you
For
can you
example,
show us,
we are
Mr.
the students.
Ansar?
We are the students.
Yeah.
Please. I
Okay,
want
in
to
English
do that.
or
Yeah,
in
sure.
Indonesia?
In
Okay,
English.
students.
Okay.
Today we are going to learn about Shahadatain.
Okay.
You know Shahadatain?
Sir,
What is that?
excuse me, can I take a pee, please?
I don't know,
No,
sir. I don't
listen
know.
to me
no,
first.
okay.
Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah. That's the first. That you have to sing for they understand what do you know. Oh, this is the Shahadatain. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah, and you explain what is Shahadat itself. So we just give them this is Shahadat. Shahadat itu asyhadu an la ilaha illallah. That's very rigid, yeah.
Yeah.
You know that you have to make them
Enjoy.
by singing a song. Okay.
I
How about in
see.
elementary school? We moved from kindergarten to
Yeah,
elementary
yeah,
school.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Elementary
Next
school
step.
is different, yeah, because
Okay.
we have to teach thematic. So make sure that what you teach to your students, is related with the other subject. For example, yeah, math, science, and language or Indonesian language. We have to make one topic that is related with the other topic, the other subject. Yeah.
Is there any song again or?
No, sometimes I just because I teach in the high level class.
Oh, what about
Yeah,
you?
for grade. Yeah.
Do you have any song in English song for
Um,
elementary?
no, I don't have. I don't have.
You don't ask me why I'm
Frankly,
teaching in general
frankly.
school.
Oh yeah, wait.
No, no.
Wait.
Frankly,
He
I don't
hasn't
have.
finished yet.
Oh yeah,
But
sorry.
yeah, next.
Okay, sorry.
It's different. Yeah, what I
Yeah.
said the first.
Okay.
I used to be a teacher in kindergarten. I was to be a
Right.
teacher in elementary school, junior
Okay.
school, and what do you ask me? How do you teach in senior high school?
Okay, how do you teach
It's
in
different
senior high
because
school?
we have a class, students full teenagers. Yeah, it's only
Yeah.
major that they understand because they have already get the material from elementary, from junior, and then we just emphasize them to make them familiar with English by practicing what they have got before. So
Okay.
just
Quite different. You
yes,
feel
different that we as when we are teaching in senior high school, our student become our friend. So
Oh,
sometimes that we
right.
just discuss, yeah, to discuss. For example, you are teaching some material. We don't have become one what we call, yeah, not English, not teacher center, yeah.
Okay.
But we ask them to other teacher, to other students we are going to collaborate each other. Yeah,
Okay.
we are going to collaborate each other to make them not from teacher itself, the material, but the material, the discussion come from themselves.
So
Our
it means the
students.
teachers only facilitate the
Okay.
students.
Yes, as a teacher, we just facilitate them.
All right then.
So students more active than the teacher.
It's supposed to be
yeah,
like
of
that.
course.
I do.
Yes.
You know what? I do agree with Mr. Ansar. I also feel the same one. But maybe the different. Maybe Mr. Ansar in 10th grade.
First grade, yeah.
Yeah,
10th
you know, Mr.
grade.
Ansar, I sometimes I don't realize that I bring some sing a song from kindergarten and yes, and say takbir like that, and they say krick 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 krick. What are you doing?
Really?
I'm like, yeah.
Okay.
What is that?
So I mean takbir.
Yes.
Takbir, like
okay.
elementary school takbir for the first two.
Yeah.
And they say,
It's
what are you
reflect-
doing, man? Wow. Oh, I forgot.
I forgot. Oh,
That
I
was-
forgot your
I
high
used-
school students.
I used to be an English teacher in, like that. I do feel like that.
Yes.
And that was so interesting experience, of
Yes.
course.
Okay.
All right. What a nice one. I'll give applause for us first. Yay.
Thank you, Mrs. Sarah. Remind me our
Okay.
experience again.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for my question? No.
No, I'm not ready.
Okay. It's not like our students.
Can we pass to the last number, Mrs.
No,
Ra? Oh no.
You
Okay.
fail for that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The first
Alright.
question. Oh, sorry. Oh, you're the host. Okay. Okay.
Okay, I will begin from Miss Neno, and just give me an actual answer for that. I mean your habitual activities about
Okay.
how to teaching English in your class. Okay.
Yes.
All right. The first is Miss Neno, because our topic is English as
Second
Second
language.
second language. So how do you explain for this topic? How do you explain English as a second language?
Okay. First of all, I talk to my students that we are Indonesian. Our first language is Indonesian. So we need to learn. We need to learn other languages, and English, of course. English is the most important language that we have to learn after our first language. Why English? Because English, we speak English in all countries. We
Yes.
speak English in all countries. So yeah, I mean, we need to if someone want to practice other languages beside English, it's okay, but we have to make English as the second language, because if we go abroad, if we can't speak, for example, if we go to Korea, if we go to Japan, German, if we can't speak the languages, the languages, we can use English. So yeah, I will talk to them. I will talk to my students that willy-nilly we have to learn English. We have to use English as the second language.
All right, then.
That's my opinion, Miss Isra.
All right, Miss Neno. I think I do agree with that, and I want to hear from Mr. Ansar.
Okay.
How do you explain for English second language?
English as a second language?
Yes.
Not Indonesia as a second language.
Oh my
Our
God!
first language is Buginese or the second
Buginese
language.
as a second language.
Because sometimes I found in the class, in the school, some of the teachers still use
Yes.
Buginese and Makassar's language in the classroom and in the school. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
that's a joke, yeah.
Okay, let us laugh first.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, according to what Miss Neno say is truly, but maybe I have a little bit different opinion about English as a second language. We know English as a second language is the same maybe English as a foreign language, yeah. English as a foreign language, English as additional language. But
Additional.
because according to the dictionary, he said that English as a second language is a traditional term for use and or study of English language by non-native speaker, yeah, by native speaker in English speaking environments. So English of second language is presented for the English what you call for the English speaking environment, or in the public school, or in academic school, or English as a teaching media, teaching way to transfer our knowledge to our students. Yes, English as second language is different because it's intended to the students or teacher who want to improve his English proficiency, his English ability, and not for the first or the third, but the second, because our first language in our school is Indonesia, not the second language. The second language in the school that sometimes we use in our school, sometimes in the office, but I don't know, is it all the office need English as communication, or in the way of to do something in the office, but I don't know. But sometimes as a teacher in the school, we just English as a second language to transfer our knowledge, or to teach our students, especially in English.
Okay, nice. I mean, from your explanation, Mr. Ansar,
Yeah.
did I see that?
Do you confuse what I say?
No, but that's a formal explanation.
Yes.
I mean, like this. How you convince your students so that English as your second language? In fact, in their home, they use their own language. I mean, from Makassarese
Yes,
or
of
Buginese.
course.
How you convince them to use English as their second language?
Yes, thank you, Mrs. Sa. Nice question. I motivate my students, if you want to get a better job, yeah, because you are senior high school right now, and after this you are going to continue or college, yeah, you're going to the college, or going to the college in the maybe in here, or maybe in outside. Of course, when you want to continue your study in outside, of course you need a language. So it's very important for you to use one language as an international language. What is that? Of course, English. So that's why English as second language is very important for my students, especially for the senior high school, because they want to go to continue his education. And then, why? Because English is one of the widely spoken language, the biggest, yeah, the most widely spoken language in the world. If I'm not wrong, 1.12 billion, not million, billion.
Billion.
Is the first. I got the research last night.
Alright.
About 10 languages spoken by people in the world.
Oh.
The first is
What is that?
English, and the second is Mandarin, and the third is Hindi. Why Hindi?
Really?
Because
Oh.
they are big population.
I see.
And what do you know about Indonesia? We are in the 10,
Oh.
because we have a lot of, we have, if I'm not wrong, we have the 4, yeah, the most population in the world, if I'm not wrong, after China or
The largest.
India. So that's why Indonesia is including 10 of the countries, or 10 of the Indonesian language is used by more than 299 million, if I'm not wrong.
Not overpopulation in the world.
Overpopulation, because some explanation in the news say that why Indonesia is chosen as one of the international language, because Indonesia is a good for their business.
Oh.
So that's why there are many from China, from another maybe Western country come to Indonesia, and they learn to speak Indonesia too.
Only
Maybe
for business.
Indonesia, when we come Indonesia, maybe as the second language for their country, and we are here.
Yeah.
English is the
Indonesia-
second language.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Indonesia as a second language.
In
For
the
the
country,
native one.
for the native, yeah, not from our country, because this is the first language for our country here.
Alright, that was from senior high school purpose, yeah?
Yes,
They will
yes.
continue
They are
their
continuing
study.
to- It's very important for you to
And
master.
English second language is the key one.
The key
to
one to
go
yes,
abroad,
to go
yeah?
to abroad.
What about in junior high, elementary school?
elementary school?
Yeah, do they feel like that, or their mind, oh, I want to continue my study, oh, it's too early, you know? They still play.
But we can tell them that English is so important. If you want to get what you want to be, you have to learn English, because all the books,
All
are
the
in
games?
English. All the games,
And social media
is
using
social-
English.
So, and I told them also, if you want to be YouTuber, if you want to be gamers,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have to master English.
Who say like
Said
that? Atta Halilita don't speak English.
Yes, of course.
You know Fikinaki?
Mm-hmm.
Fikinaki is the one of successful YouTuber.
Yeah.
He doesn't study
English?
language.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't study language at courses.
Yes.
He just studies from YouTube, and 5 languages.
Wow. my-
English,
From YouTube.
yeah,
English,
Yeah.
Russian.
Russia, Romania,
Yes.
Korea, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
China, Mandarin.
I have watched the YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
They-
I
yeah,
told
yeah.
them. I told them, see Fikinaki.
Yes.
If you
He
can do
doesn't
it,
join the course.
if you can do it, you can do it.
Yes.
Especially Fikinaki is not from rich people. It's not from rich family.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he doesn't have money to
To join the course.
join the courses. Yes.
So all your students thinks that they will become YouTuber.
No,
Or-
Yeah.
I just give them example.
Oh, the example
If you want to be
one.
YouTuber, you have to master English.
Yes.
If you want to be
Doctor.
gamers, you have to be master
I
English.
have a
If
question
you have
like
to be
this.
blah 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 blah.
Sorry, Miss Neno. How if in their environment they didn't support them to speak English, even how to speak English, to apply English in their family, because most of them still in the village. Maybe how you convince them that English is the important one?
For now, I teach English for city kids.
Yes.
Only
kids,
only in city, not
Yeah.
So
Doesn't
you
matter
make
for
your
the
own
city. Doesn't matter for the city one.
Because-
the students in the city, but
I mean,
Oh,
it
yeah.
must be
Okay.
huge effort
Okay.
to do that. But I still haven't think about it.
Okay.
okay.
About
Mr.
it.
I got your point, Mrs. Sarah.
Okay.
According to your question, yeah. I'm from village actually in Baru. I live in
Did you
my
see like
village
that?
in Mado. Yeah. Mado is one of the. This is the new destination. Yeah. We
Okay.
call Bukit Mado. Do you know Bukit Mado?
No.
Bukit Mado is developed by tourism department in Baru, and we have any activity in Baru, especially in Mado place, we have call or invite the students, yeah, not student actually, children who wants to study English.
Really?
Yes, of course.
How about that?
We have any activity on Saturday,
Okay.
in Saturday morning until at noon. We call them. We ask the parents to, if you have any children, to come to the. We have any place, yeah, one place, especially for teaching the students or English as second language. And the first motivation that I give to that children, if you want to play games, it needs knowledge of English, yeah, because the direction using English approach, yeah, English, for example, you want to play blah 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 blah, and this is, and how do you know to play games if you don't know the direction? How do you play the games? And
Right.
then they have already known about the social media, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and of course, if you want to play TikTok, if you want to play or become YouTuber, what Miss Nino say, or you want to present, maybe you want to show what we call.
What?
You have a one video and you want to launch to the
YouTuber?
YouTube.
Vlog.
You have to upload the YouTube. Of course, you know the what we call, yeah, the way how to upload the video. You know the language that used in the YouTube, if I'm not wrong, using English.
Yes.
And of course you have to know that.
Yeah.
Yes.
The example one, for example, like Mobile Legend.
Yes, Mobile
Yeah.
Legend, the direction using English language. The,
Triple
the
kill.
way, yes, of
Triple
course.
kill.
That some
Your enemy
expression.
has been slave.
Yeah. And most of them there are many expressions.
Oh my God.
For example,
Okay.
new praise,
Yeah,
new
new
items,
phrases.
new
Yeah,
items,
idioms,
new
new
terms.
phrases, yes.
And sometimes my not my students but my
Your-
cousin say
Yes.
some phrase in games.
Yeah.
How do you know that? Oh, from game. Oh,
From
that's
game.
right.
New
So
star.
yeah.
For the beginning, you don't understand, but
They study
Yeah.
through the games. That's good.
Yeah. So
They enjoy
the
that?
kids can learn from everywhere.
yes,
Yeah, they can learn from everywhere. Talk about the environment. That some people who wants to learn English, maybe they don't get support from their family,
That's what I.
Yeah.
their
That's what I
family.
mean.
So they just study by themselves.
yes,
They study from everywhere as
Any resources
yes.
that they find.
Yeah, like that.
Yes.
From TikTok, from YouTube, from movies, from songs, etc.
So what about there is what we say for that researchers say that not every student has same ability. They have a different ability such as
Yes.
like linguistic one
Yes.
and cognitive one. And how do you
okay. Actually, teaching English as second language to our students the students become expert actually. Yeah,
right?
that's our goal. Actually, we don't have to make our students become expert. Of course, we just ask our students by learning English as second language to make them understand, yeah, or to make them easy to continue his education after this, and maybe to make you easy if you read or if you doing something by English language, yeah. For example, you read a newspaper, or do you have any what we call something like information by speaking English? If you don't any information about the English, of course you don't understand.
Yeah.
So that's why we need information. Yeah, we teaching English our students not to become an expert. Yeah, of course we just give the students to make them understand, to know maybe information about English language, not become an expert actually. We believe that everyone, any what we call have a skill. Maybe he has a language skill more than the others. We know that. It's maybe because he has any talent, ability. But not all the people any ability in language, you know.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Yes, we have to realize that. So that's why don't force your students to master.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Correct.
make them habit. What we call two-way communicating in English. Yeah, two-way to communicating in English. Even they don't understand well, but they know the meaning of it sentence like this maybe. Yeah.
More they
not
comprehend.
For example, you don't have to understand fully the meaning of the text.
grammar.
Yeah, the grammar fully of the text.
Yeah.
But you know the point of the text itself. This is the point. Even you don't know the answer all the meaning. Yeah, we just cut the meaning. This is the text mean. Yeah, you don't have to understand all the meaning of the text. Yeah, for example, this is the meaning, the first sentence until the end of the sentence. You have to understand the meaning. No, you just maybe this is the meaning like that. All of the text from the first until the last. This is day one. Yeah, you don't have if you have any for example, you are teaching reading test. Sometimes students. Sometimes the students bring the dictionary and open all the dictionary one by one.
Yes. They
It's very-
translate it.
Yes, they want to translate it.
Yeah.
I said to them, you don't have to translate all of them. You just get the point. What is the point of the test?
So more comprehend.
And find the difficult word. Because I believe you have already know one of them, yeah, the text. But choose the difficult one, or maybe the new verb that you don't know, the new word that you don't know before. You may open your dictionary and don't what we call don't translate all of them. If you want to know the meaning, because it needs a lot of
That's
time, yeah.
confusing.
Because when we translate the text, it needs technique.
Yes, in the
It
technique.
has technique.
You don't have to
technique.
translate all of them,
Yes.
every word, every sentence in the text, because it needs a long time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Ansar. Well, Miss Neno,
Yes.
how do you teach English as a second language to the students in elementary school?
I just keep speaking in English,
Okay.
Yes.
but I mix English and Indonesian. But I speak more English than Indonesian. I just do that, Mrs. Ra.
Through the music, through the
Yeah.
games, like that.
Yeah.
So they enjoy that, the process.
through music, through storytelling, through
And then how
everything.
and how you solve the problem with their students have a different skill, different
Level,
skills
yeah,
level.
For the basic, maybe for
How do
you
you
know, sometimes
solve the
we
problem?
categorize with basic and adult, teenagers.
Yeah.
Is it the same?
No. When I teach my private students, may I speak about that?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
It's open up.
when I teach my private students, I divide into, I think, 3 or 4.
Okay.
The first one is basic, and then pre-intermediate. No, basic. I forgot. Pre-intermediate,
Yeah, intermediate.
and then intermediate,
expert.
and then advanced.
Intermediate, advanced.
Yes. So when I speak to my basic students, I speak, I mix English and Indonesian, half English, half Indonesian. But when I speak to my pre-intermediate, I speak more English, around 70% English and 30% Indonesian. So when I test them, for example, tell me about your family in 1 minute. So they have to speak in English in 1 minute about their family. Only that. For example.
Yeah. Yes.
For example, so I use that technique that
Okay.
By saying the minutes. You have to speak in 1 minute, you have to speak in 5 minutes, blah blah blah. But it depends on the, is it basic or intermediate, pre-intermediate, or it's different levels. Yes. Different levels,
level, different treatment.
different technique, different treatment.
Different
Yes.
technique, different
Right.
technique. Yes, I agree with that.
Because they have different
Yes.
ability.
Yeah, different
Of course.
All right. So during both of you, during become an English teacher, do you have some problems that you find in the classroom to apply English as a second language, Mr. Ansar?
Okay. Okay. Nice question, Mrs. Raya. The first
Why,
maybe
it's heavy? Is it heavy for
Yes,
you?
No.
No, okay.
This is
Many
the
problems.
first-
Seems like many
Many
problems.
is for said categorized. There is English for children, there is English for teenagers, and there is English for advanced, yeah, for example.
Yeah, for adults.
Yeah, for adult. Right now, I'm teaching at Seno High School. It's the age is teenager 17, yeah, 17 and
Yeah,
19.
Around
up.
15.
Yes.
Yeah.
15
But
up.
sometimes we find the previous question you say, do you have any problem? Yes, we have any problem with the students who don't know before English. They lack of
yes.
English ability.
That's
Maybe
true.
from elementary school, they reluctant, what we call. They don't want to know about English. They don't like speaking
Yeah.
English.
They don't like it.
They
Yes,
don't want-
maybe
they don't want
they
to
like, but not
They don't
the
wa-
full of.
They're not
concent-
serious.
Yes, they're not serious to
To
learn
make
English.
it, yeah.
Yeah. So we, as a teacher, of course, this is a big question for us: how to overcome, how to solve it.
The key point is they lack of motivation.
They
to
lack of
study.
motivation. Unfortunately, this is come before they are junior high school, elementary school. You know how many years is that, and you have to build, you have to increase that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes
It's quite
Yeah,
difficult
sometimes
in
it's quite difficult to.
senior high
What
school.
can I do for to make students to bring back his motivation to speak English, because it's very difficult because they have already, I don't like. That's a big stone in their heart, yeah.
Yeah.
Their brain. I don't want to speak English because
It's
English
too
is
hard.
very hard
It's too
for
hard.
me.
Difficult.
Yeah. Is it any, especially for speaking, especially for writing, listening?
Moreover,
yeah,
grammar.
they like listening the music, of course in English.
Yeah.
But could you translate then, and could you speak up in front of your friends to speak again what the singer say to you, what they sing? I don't like. I don't want to. I'm very scared.
No,
Not shy.
motivation.
Yeah, no, actually they don't shy.
No
They not shy
motivation.
because
They can
sometimes
they can sing a song.
yes,
They
but
can-
not
yeah.
all of the students like that. But most of the students, because different, different ability, it's very hard for me to find what kind of method that I have used when I teaching in the classroom.
So how do you
Yeah.
overcome that?
I start, especially if you want to teach English, it's come from the basic actually, yeah.
Of course.
Basic,
Basic
from the basic, especially for the beginners, of course, you learn them about alphabet, you learn about the number, and after that, maybe you teach them how to pronounce the words well, and then how to introduce them a noun, adjective.
Back to the
adverb.
basic?
Yeah, of course, back to the basics. Sometimes I get that
Spelling bee.
because when I ask my students, for the student who low ability,
Okay.
what is this? What kind of this word?
Okay.
They sometimes mix between adverb, verb, and adjective. They don't know what's adjective. What do you know kind is? Is it a verb? Is it a adjective? They don't know what kind.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah.
They don't know the difference between them. Is it adjective? Because we know adjective modify the nouns, of course. Yeah.
It's quite
Yes, modify.
It's more
and they
than
don't know.
grammar, Mister.
Okay, for example, a nice dress. Nice is a adjective, and dress is a noun. And we want to make it a simple sentences for the students who have a low ability, who has a low ability in English. That's the first. And then to make them motivate is, we are going to try to make our classroom or learning process become having fun. That's very nice classroom. For the first, create it with enjoy or nice classroom by giving games before learning starting the process of learning.
Games.
Yes, games.
Their motivation.
Yes. For example, maybe what the hot teach today about related English. Of course, you have to teach them. You have to say them, deliver them with English, of course, because we are teaching English.
Sure.
Yes. And then having fun with our topic today. And what is the most interesting right now? What the teacher, especially the teenager, what is the hot issue? What is the hot
viral-
topic?
the viral one.
The viral. Even though we have to come. What is the first that I give to my students for the interest for the first time? For the first in the meaning. For example, in the morning. What can I do to make them, aspire to know them what interest for the first?
Yeah.
So should I make having fun, or should I make a new
Games.
game for them?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's very important because to interest what we call
Motivation.
motivation
To study
to
first.
study English for first. Even they don't like English.
Yeah. That's our efforts
Yes,
to
we
make
need
you confident.
in this
big
case
effort.
we need a new strategy or different strategy to make them motivate to learn English.
Right, I do
Good
agree with
effort.
that, Mr. Ansar. And maybe it's quite different between senior high school and elementary school. So, Miss Neno, do you have any problem? Okay.
Yes, the first problem, in my opinion, according to my experiences, the first one is they said that I talk too fast. Sorry, I talk faster
Fastly.
than
Faster.
others.
Fastest, maybe?
No, no, no. I talk faster than others when teaching English.
And then,
And
how
then,
do you overcome that?
I don't know
slow?
exactly. I don't.
And your
I-
students say, "Could you slowly, miss?"
Yeah, they said-
Repeat.
Yeah, they told me like that. You speak too fast. So really? I talk too fast. So okay. So I said like this. Okay, students. Now we are going to learn about this one. Okay, do you have any questions so far?
That's we need for that because
So-
your student is a children. Yes.
Yeah, but it's too. I
Slow.
don't know. It's too slowly.
yes, you have to be patient.
So I speak I speak naturally.
Soft and tender.
Yes.
Soft and tender. Yeah.
Some of
Soft
my
and
students
tender.
do like that. Mister, could you speak slowly? Could you repeat that? Always, when I'm teaching in the
Always.
classroom. For example, I'm really nice to teach about this material. Sometimes I sometimes in the classroom I fast. Wow, you are very very fast, yeah. And
You did that?
Yes, I did.
Really
you know that I'm very fast. He say.
Fast and furious. Yeah. Fast and
And
furious.
sometimes my students say, Mr. Ansar, could you speak slowly? I don't understand. But I know, but I a little bit don't understand about what you say. Okay, I will speak slowly. Even for the teenager, yeah, for senior high school students, sometimes they give us like, Mr. Could you speak slowly? Yes, you speak fast.
Yeah.
Okay,
The problem for the teacher is the time, you know.
Yeah.
We have a limited time to
Yeah.
teaching in the class.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the problem
So,
is
yeah.
your
Minutes.
students
It's
doesn't
not enough.
understand
It's not
understand what.
So we have to.
It's not enough.
Yeah. We have to. We have to also see our materials.
Yeah.
And then we have to make it faster than.
Yeah.
But the way how we
before.
pronounce the words in front of
Yes.
the class, maybe slow by step
Yeah.
by step.
Yes.
Step by step.
slowly.
To
I
make them
mix.
understand,
I mix.
comprehend, and know. And when we are going to have a practicing, of course you need that.
Yeah, mix.
Yes.
And my second problem is why the students
All right.
who follow the course outside, they know the material, but when they speak, they don't know
Yes. They
how
don't
to
know.
speak.
Really?
Yeah,
Only in
that's the
writing
fact.
and reading?
Yes,
Oh.
that's the fact. So I said like
Not
this.
speaking.
So
You-
this is
you have
actually
course-
they are in our English ability, capability. We have four language skill: speaking, listening, writing, and reading. Sometimes
Yeah.
I found maybe
Active and
some of the
passive.
students who join the course outside, they just emphasize with the reading and writing.
Only
Especially,
passive.
yes, especially,
passive, not active.
especially for grammar. All of the students who get course
They
outside,
focus
I
on
know
that.
I get the thumb for the grammar.
Yeah.
But when I ask them to speak in front of their friend to
They
to
can't.
explain what you have learned, what you have read about the test, they don't know and is very shy to deliver or to in front of his friend. I don't know, maybe they shy or maybe other, but I
They
don't believe.
lack of vocabulary.
No,
Probably.
they know the vocabulary. They just shy to speak
To
in front of their
express,
friends, to
to
express,
speak.
to speak up.
Yes.
So that was our
Yeah.
effort, our duty
So, yeah.
to make them speak in the
Yeah.
class.
The solution, the overcome that I give to my students who has very shy, I ask all my students to speak up one by one, not in the group.
Really?
Because sometimes in a group only one speak, yeah. Sometimes the leader speak, the secretary, but I give this. I give a task for them, a project. Okay, please read it. Please do it. The first is writing, writing, and after that, after writing, you present what you have wrote in your text. And of course, they have to in front of, they have to stand up, and then they have to present, they have to speak up with what he or she write in the text.
All right, Mr. Ansar and Miss Neno.
Yes.
Honestly, in your class, not all the students can speak English well, right? So how you convince, or how do you afford to make the students who do not speak English as their second language in the class to speak up? At least just a little.
It depends on what we discuss, Mrs. Ra. If we talk about skills, if the questions about how we explain directly, orally, you have to speak English. If you don't speak English, I won't listen you. Really? Yes, I want listen to you.
What about you, Mr. Ansar?
I force them to speak.
Okay, we realize our students, they have many ability, different ability. Some of our students has a good ability in writing. Some of them has a good ability in speaking, and some of them has a good in writing, especially writing a sentence by word. Yeah. Okay.
Or listening, maybe.
Okay. The first is, if you want to make a group, it's sometimes difficult for me if I want to make a group, because I want to mix them between which has a good ability, with a medium ability, with a low ability. I ask them to collaborate. This is need collaboration actually.
So it
But
can be
yes,
seen.
we have a
It can be seen
same
clearly.
tutor for the students. Same tutor for the students.
Okay.
Okay, you have a good ability. You have to have any collaboration. Yeah.
So what happened?
Yes, we
that
have a
process?
nice process in the learning process, because we collaborate with them with a good, with high, medium and lowest ability, and it's very nice because they have to what we call collaborate each other with a different ability. And when we are going to present, it means that they are the what we call the same ability become they understand. For the low ability, they realize himself herself that, oh, this is my what we call my
weakness,
lack,
my weakness.
my weaknesses, then I have to repair that, for example. And actually I ask my students to familiar with English. I ask them to please, when we are speaking, when we are meeting in the class or maybe outside the class, please speak English, because this is the way to make them familiar, to make them know well and comprehend and practice in their English well.
That's right, Mr. Ansar. I do agree with that. As my experience, I ask my students before go to the toilet to speak English.
Of course.
Please don't go out if you don't
No.
speak English. No, please.
No English, no service.
No English, no service. Oh my God.
Yes.
Okay.
What you say? Sometimes
No money, no future. Oh my
just
God.
the same. Yeah?
No money, no eating.
Alright. Oh, what a nice, interesting topic for today. By the way, how many languages that do you have? Do you speak?
How many languages?
Miss Neno, how many languages do you speak?
I speak Indonesian, I
Jauh?
speak English, I speak Japanese,
Okay.
I speak no. Now I relearning German.
Oh,
Wow.
Relearning.
Oh,
what's the
yeah.
differences between German and English? Is there any differences between those languages?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Articulation of German is very
Articulation is
difficult. You know?
not really. Not really.
No, right? Not really.
Not really. German has special. What is it?
Accent.
I can't
Accent,
explain it
dialect.
clearly.
What?
Huh? No,
Special what?
dialect. For example, I'm sorry in English. I'm sorry. Entschuldigung.
Don't speak in
Sure.
front of me. I don't know what does it mean.
In Korea, miane.
Oh, yeah, Melissa, if you ask me about how many languages that I know,
Mr. Ansar, what about you?
I come from dormitory school,
Right.
pesantren, of course. Sometimes when I meet with my friend from dormitory, I speak with Arabic
Arabic.
Arabic village, Arabic language, yeah. And then when I meet with my friend in university or my teacher, educational background, English educational background, yeah, of course I speak English. Sometimes I speak English with Miss Isra, Pak Sapar, Mr. Sapar, and Pak Nur Samsul in our campus. But when you meet me in the village, I speak Buginese.
Of course, they don't understand.
Yeah, I speak Buginese. This is the first time for me to speak Buginese because I'm Buginese, but I don't know how to speak Buginese well. That's my website. You are Buginese, but you don't understand how to speak Buginese, and you have to learn that because every Saturday, every Sunday, you are in the village, and of course.
He was born in Japan. He forgot the language.
Okay, but in daily life, I use speak Indonesia. I don't know. Indonesia is my second language, or I don't know. English is my second language.
That's my next question. So from those languages, what is your second language?
My second language is English. My second language is because I always speak English with my students, with my teacher.
Are you sure? Not Arabic?
Maybe 60 and 40%. 60 for English, 40 for Indonesian language. The rest is Buginese and Indonesian.
All right.
What
about you, Miss Neno?
my first language, of course, Japanese. Oh no!
I don't believe that.
No, it's Indonesian. Of course, we are Indonesians. We have to make it Indonesian language is the first.
And your second language is?
And the second language is, of course, English because I was slow.
We need the commitment to speak English.
Why am I singing?
Yes.
Yeah.
For English
That's the
teacher, we need commitment to speak English because English is very important for us because this is our job, our project, and our duty to speak English because we are English teachers.
Because we are English teachers, so we have to speak in English.
That's a must.
Yes, because
That's a must.
we become a model. We become a pattern for our students. So how do you ask your students to speak English, but you don't speak English? How about that?
But sometimes I speak English also with my husband and my daughter. But it's
Really?
No.
Wow.
I mean, in
Sounds great,
no,
you
no,
know.
I don't plan that, but it's
You don't plan that.
Naturally.
but you speak
naturally
English.
like, why you did that? When I got mad,
Oh.
and then when my husband forgot something,
Okay.
where's my? You forgot it. Where did you put that?
Great family.
It's
Laura
directly early.
Oh, that's a new
Bella.
method to
Cinta Bella.
Chuntabella,
That's a
Bella.
new method that to introduce our English to our family actually. Very nice.
Begin from
Yes.
ourselves, of course.
Become ourselves,
Yeah.
become our family, and then that's naturally to the environment sometimes. Because when we are what we call
right,
sometimes
that's right.
practicing in our daily life, sometimes in the school, come to the house, sometimes I speak English. What do you say? Apa kau bilang? He said my family. What is that?
All right, then.
Yes.
So we talk about how to teach English as a second language. From Ms. Neno and Mr. Ansar, how to teach English as the second language easier? Do you have any method or what kind of
Okay, who is the
program?
first? Miss Nino.
To make it easier, people have to get used to terbiasa. Get used to listen,
Habit.
read. Yeah, make it habit.
Okay.
That's the point. Make it habit. Love English. Make it habit. Speak up. Don't be afraid.
Yes, don't be shy.
Don't be shy. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Mr.
Mr. Ansar.
Okay, maybe the same answer with Miss Nino.
Okay.
But the first that the most important to make it easier how to learn our students in English as second language is we know language is a habit. So the first is make it a habit. Yeah. What you know, please practice it. I ask my students, how do you want to speak English well? Because you don't know, because you don't never practice it. For the first, you have to practice it. what we have known, please practice it. And I realize myself sometimes I want to what we call, yeah, I do have to to myself to speak English in front of my students. Something I have commitment.
Yeah, force yourself.
Yeah, for become myself. Yeah, I have a commitment to speak English in front of myself, not only the class, but sometimes in outside the class. Yeah, I try that. Even my students don't understand what you say. What is that, Mr. Ansar? I don't know.
So be
Yes.
a good example for your
Yes,
students.
Yeah.
because you know, to know other language is you have to make a new habit.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct, Mr.
You have to
Ansar.
reinforce that. You
That's-
have to what we call paksa. Yeah,
Force.
how to
Force ourselves. Yeah.
You have
And
to
that-
force yourself
and
to.
I can
have-
conclude that that was your suggestion for all the teachers or all
Yes,
the
of
English
course.
teacher.
Yes, as a teacher, of course, you have to be patient.
Yeah.
Yes.
Profession as
you,
an
you,
English
you,
teacher.
you don't have to force yourself that this is my students have to know about this. You need process and we need to be patient
Yeah.
to achieve.
All right.
go.
So this is the last question. As we know that in Al-Azhar we have a English language program.
Yes, very nice.
Yes, English speaking campus.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So how do you think about that? And maybe you have another suggestion or opinion for that program?
Yes. I really like about there is a concept that we want to make a new village of especially English speaking campus. We know about Kediri.
Yes, I know.
The first Kediri is only small group who has any what we call awareness to how to interest, how to improve their English ability.
Okay.
In English campus, it's very important for us. If we want to make English campus, of course, it comes from the students, from the teacher, and the employee itself. Automatically, you have to know, you have to learn English. Yeah, and then if you have already learned English, you have to practice it again. And then don't be safe if you know that some expression. Yeah, and please, after you have learned the expression, please practice what you have learned, and then make it a habit. Maybe 1 day, 2 day, 3 days speaking English. That's very nice. If you want to make like a Kidder village or campus, English speaking campus, why not? It's very nice. That's
Okay.
good idea.
All right. Thank you. Well, Mr. Ansar, Miss Neno, that was
Yes.
so interesting time with you all, guys. And
Thank you,
then
Mrs. Ra.
we
Thank
say
you, Mrs.
thank you for
Ra,
our audience.
for the
Thank
chance.
you,
Thank
and
you.
we will meet you for the next meeting. All of us say thank you and
Thank you so much.
See you and thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.